Well, hello there. Move things around a little bit. We are rearranging the furniture here at an undisclosed location in San Antonio, Texas. How are you? It's Thursday. Fernando. But it is Thursday, and I am going to do some songs that I have not done very often. I'm moving things around again, because, well, that's what we do. We futz with things until such time as we are happy with them. And then we futz with them some more because we cannot, in fact, leave anything alone. Hello, Lucas. Welcome. Welcome to the weirdness. Today's show is actually going to be fairly weird for varying reasons. I have to remember, if I want to get on that side of the screen, I have to move in the opposite direction of what I'm looking at. Awesome, you're all here. Great. Let's do the thing. These are a bunch of songs that I have not done for a while, some of which I have done once, and some of which I have done a few times. So we'll see how it goes. We are ending with Eat Bertha's Mussels because this is a Thursday show, and Eat Bertha's Mussels is a traditional Thursday, well, let's just blow this thing out big time kind of song. So let's go with that answer. So we're going to fart. Claire would be amused by that. Claire is actually the person that inspired this particular song, which is about the housing projects of Buckminster Fuller. Let's use the pick. Yeah. Geodesic dome, it's my geodesic dome. The only place that I can call home is my geodesic dome. Geodesic dome, it's my geodesic dome. Made out of nifty extruded foam, it's my geodesic dome. I got a domicile made of hexagonal tiles. My boat's filled with crocodiles, but don't worry, they're inflatable. Geodesic dome, geodesic dome, geodesic dome, geodesic. Real hard to harmony when you're all alone. It's my geodesic dome. Geodesic dome, it's my geodesic dome. Probably won't get stung by Joey Fatone. It's my geodesic dome. Geodesic dome, it's my geodesic dome. Without the music, this would be a poem. It's my geodesic dome. Geodesic dome, it's my geodesic dome. I've run out of verses, so let's take it home. It's my geodesic dome. It's interesting to watch the number of viewers go up and down and up and down, as I can only assume that some of y'all are like switching back to putting it in the background because you're doing other stuff. People have told me they do this. Some of you are just looking. Some people are just getting in and going, "What? No," and then leaving. Oh, there's one thing I do need to fix. This is show number No, this is show number 155. 155 shows so far, and nobody has said, hey, stop that. So that's good. The next song that I want to do is one that is kind of a traditional internet. This is one of those things that was inspired by the internet. And I say that because it's actually, this was technically inspired partially by a XKCD comic, and partially because, well, let's be honest about this. There are lots of people out here that they just operate on the idea that if someone is wrong on the internet, they must be told. They must. And that's where this one comes from. Oh, let me change the thing. You know what? I keep getting ahead of myself here, and it's because I'm rearranged the furniture. Yeah, there we go. Song 2. There we go. I keep rearranging the furniture. Don't stop that. I will do my best not to. Lucas, I shall endeavor to continue to do whatever the heck it is that I am doing. Now, we've gotten that part out of the way. Now we do the actual song. It's kind of a Prince vibe. I will do this way. Somebody is wrong on the internet. Somebody is wrong on the internet. Well, I got to correct them. They didn't ask me, but I gotta tell them that they are wrong. Hey! Somebody is wrong on the internet. Yes, they are still wrong on the internet. Well, I got to wear them down. They're avoiding me, but I'll wear them down and prove that they are wrong. Somebody is wrong on the internet. Somebody is wrong on the internet. Yeah, they think they can avoid me. Yeah, they think that they can ignore me. But they are wrong. Somebody's still wrong on the internet. Yep, they are still wrong on the internet. Well, I guess I gotta bombard them. Post more comments, yeah, I can bombard them. But they are wrong. And now I've been blocked on the internet. This guy has got me blocked on the internet. Well, I guess that means that I have won. Yeah, I'm sure, man, I definitely won. 'Cause they were wrong. I am messing around trying to use a pick when most of the time I try to play with the pad of my thumb because I have absolutely no technique at all. The most awful technique in the world. Genuinely weird. But I keep doing it. Why? Because I'm stubborn, and I think it's because we've been doing this now for 155 shows. That's what it says up there. And I think that I'm just tossing it up just to make sure that I don't get, bored. I don't think I'm getting bored. Sometimes I feel desperate because I worry that people are not actually out there watching. How's it going, Chris? Chris is one of my Patreon peeps. I say a shout out to my Patreon peeps every time I do one of these shows because without them, it'd be much harder to motivate myself to do this 4 times a week. I'd still do it. It just might take a little more of a running start. And that's all right. The next song I have here is a song that was actually written because of a vote. What's it? In April, I made a post on Facebook saying, post the title of a song that you want me to write, and the top 3 reacts, I will write songs for. And I've successfully done 2 of those 3 songs. I still owe Jana Zepp, who plays Queen Margaret of Scotland and the Isles, her song, which is kind of started out as relative dysfunction, because there are a lot of people that will come up to her when she's playing Queen Margaret, and they will tell this person that they are, in fact, she will be told by this person that this person is, in fact, the great granddaughter or grandniece or grand something of Queen Margaret, and then suddenly they want to be part of the whole thing. And it's a bit like, saying that, one of your ancient relatives was an anthropomorphic talking dog at Disneyland, and now you want a job. So I'm still working on that one. I think it's going to call that God Help the Queen. But the second runner-up was Grandpa's Can of War Ration Spam by Brett, and I did that one earlier this week, and I think I figured out how to do it, which is good. And the most popular one was, well, how do I explain this? See, there's this phenomenon where I post a comment or something on social media, and people then react to it in a vigorous and somewhat agonized manner. And my last name is Legare, and they post, Goddamit Legare. And as of today, there have been 55 Goddamit Legare incidents in 2020. The majority of them are on social media. Several have been on chat, and a couple have been in person. I'm not sure how to feel about that. This last one was actually a twofer. And I have been, and I was told, you have to write a song called Goddamit Legare. And I was like, oh, okay. And I did, but I wasn't really happy with it because it came out kind of coffee shop-like, kind of fluffy, crunchy granola. And I didn't feel like that really had the full, oomph of the kind of reaction that I get when I generate these responses. So I put it away for a while. I think I've got it better now. It goes faster. It's the return of the B-flat chord. Those of you who play guitar, it's the same finger configuration as an F chord, and now you know why I am so fond of it. I'm just a man, and I have a mouth. Sometimes stuff comes out of it that makes things kind of go south. When that thing happens, my friends, they do despair. They look at me with great big eyes, and these words they do declare. God damn it, Legare, you had to go there. Didn't expect that at all, but God damn it, Legare. My friends all wonder how I think and how something in there breaks because of the goofy stuff that my mind does generate. We get into a conversation on a topic that they chose, and my brain starts and says something, and they say stuff, and they pass beverage through their nose, and they say, God damn it, Legare, you had to go there. Didn't expect that at all, but God damn it, Legare. I don't try to get that reaction. It's not a quest. And I know folks there would hope that I would give my mouth a rest. But I was raised on banter, see? Managing my brain's a task. Sometimes I write songs just like this, and it makes me want to ask. I say, God damn it, Legare, you had to go there. Didn't expect that at all, but God damn it, Legare. Everybody sing! God damn it, Legare, you had to go there. Didn't expect that at all, but God damn it, Legare. The B-flat chord is my nemesis. If I can figure out a way to cheat the B-flat chord, I will be happy with that song. It's just that this chord, it just seems to work. I don't know if this one would not work the same way. So that's a B. That's a B flat. So it's just practice, practice, practice. And that was, by the way, that's our technical foobarall for the day. Goddamit, Legare. You know, technical foobaralls. It's not a Tobias the Adequate Troubadork show without me screwing something up on the technical side of things. It's true. It's a tradition at this point. Tradition! Unlike the people that were trying to overthrow the Electoral College, which was sedition! 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 Okay. Got that out of the way. I figured I played Goddamit, Legare. I can say stuff like that in this show. I guarantee nothing for any other area. Oh! I should note, we do have a sponsor here, of course. And that sponsor is, of course, Ray's House of Monoliths. So get yourself a monolith. Put it out for everyone to see. Yeah, get yourself a monolith. The absurdity will set you free. It doesn't really matter whose party that you're with. So let's all make it weird. Get yourself a monolith. Ray's House of Monoliths, we deliver. Don't ask how. All right, so that's all of that. And now we come staggering in. This has been a startlingly fast show. I'm tempted to throw something else in just because this is a startlingly fast show, and we're almost at Eat BERTHA'S Mussels. I've done that one, I did that one, I did that one, I did that. These are all little short songs, and it's true. I don't know, what do y'all think? You think I should do something more? Kind of tempted to do something more. You know what I'm tempted to do? Fernando. And 8 little eyes and 1 heart big as a tree. This tiny valiant jumping spider is a boon companion to me. Fernando, Fernando, the jumping spider. He's friendly. He doesn't want to make you scared, to scream, shout, or to bellow. When he leaps up and lands on your shirt, he just wants to say, hello, Fernando, Fernando. There we go. The jumping spider. He's friendly. You messed me up. Wow, really? Comments. He is just looking for an amigo. He don't want to make you cry. When he leaps up to say hola, you might just scream really high. Fernando, Fernando, the jumping spider. Fernando. Ole! Or oh, I read that wrong. Or ole if you're in Wisconsin. I feel better. Okay. Now I think we can in good clear conscience go to the last song of the show. I hope you've had a good time so far. We're going to do a traditional, this is the end of the show, this is the end of the week show song. I'm going to try and play it properly. We'll see how it goes. It's Eat BERTHA'S Mussels. I didn't write this. This is not an actual, historical music hall song, which is very strange. We'll do raccoons in a trench coat. We'd have to do, we have possums in a trench coat. We don't actually have raccoons yet. I'll work on a raccoon song. I will. On the other hand, we do have... Hey! The upside down exclamation mark, Alt-0161. Eat Bertha's mussels, they're the best there is by far. You can eat them in the dining room, you can eat them in the bar. So when you're ashore in Baltimore and you fancy a bite to eat, just follow your nose to Bertha's and you'll be in for a rare old treat. Now a sailor came to Bertha's with a problem most severe. His manly pride had been atrophied by a voyage of 14 years. So he ate a plate of mussels. Now he sings in a different key. His jibum said right, he'll be back there tonight, and he's not going back to sea. So eat Bertha's mussels, they're the best there is by far. You can eat them in the dining room, you can eat them in the bar. So when you're ashore in Baltimore and you fancy a bite to eat, just follow your nose to Bertha's and you'll be in for a rare old treat. Now a lady came to Bertha's who wanted a daughter or son. The doctors had said with a shake of their heads that she couldn't have either one. So she ate a plate of mussels and went home to her husband dear. She tuned up his croup, and to tell you the truth, they had triplets the very next year. So eat Bertha's mussels, yum, they're the best there is by far. You can eat them in the dining room, you can eat them in the bar. So when you're ashore in Baltimore and you fancy a bite to eat, just follow your nose to Bertha's and you'll be in for a rare old treat. They will cure your diarrhea, cure your constipation too. Just swallow a box for the chicken pox, for the measles or the flu. So if you fancy a healthy life, get your daily dosage straight. A plate a day of Bertha's mussels and you'll live till you're 98. So eat Bertha's mussels, yum, they're the best there is by far. By far you can eat them in the dining room, you can eat them in the bar, So when you're ashore in Baltimore, you fancy a bite to eat, tastes like chicken, just follow your nose to Bertha's and you'll be in for a rare old treat. And that's all of that. My friends, we have somehow, against all possibilities, come to the end of another fairly successful Tobias the Adequate Troubadork show. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. We have rearranged the furniture here. Not the part you can see from there, but the part I can see from here. Everything's on one screen right now. For the longest time, I put the little switchboard thingy on this side, over there, relative to you. And I had Facebook over here just in case I was running into people who couldn't get onto the big chat thing that's over here from Facebook, because Facebook is being weird about that. Joseph, I am not certain, but I know it's there. Although Apple does have the keycaps thing, which lets you actually find it, which is good. Actually, That might be Command 0161, but I could be wrong. It's been a little while since I've had my hands on a Macintosh, if you know what I'm talking about. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Without y'all, I would not be doing this. I really wouldn't. Well, I would, but I'd just be annoying my wife. So, it's a bonus. Win-win. We live in a capitalistic society. Let's get the other things out of the way just to get them out of the way. Of course, tip jars over here. Eric, Robert, Rick, Emily, and Miranda have thrown money at me through either paypal.com/theadequate or Venmo @theadequate. I have a Venmo like you hip kids do. I do not have a Cash App. Please don't ask me. I don't have anything else. I don't have Bitcoin. I really don't want to deal with Bitcoin. I lived in the .com during the .com boom, and that was just a mess. I also have a Patreon. These amazing people over here, patreon.com/theadequate, who against all better judgment support me on a monthly basis with $1 or $2 in the bucket. And that's Austin and Chris and Teppo and Shane Cascaro and Linda and Ann and Stephen and Robin and Alicia and Relly and BK and Kaylee and Richard and John and Brian and Lorene. And they get, in exchange for that support, 1, they get me to say thank you a lot. 2, they get previews of songs. They get buttons. They get ebooks. They get physical books. They get the world's cheapest ad budget, which is crawling down underneath me right now. Paper Angel Press and PracticalContent.com are both $2 a month supporters. And if you are throwing more, $2 or more at me per month on Patreon, let me know if you've got something you want me to promote. I don't care what it is. I'll put it on there. Well, within reason, If I can put it on here, I'll put it on here because I'm that kind of guy. The $10 a month is the You're So Darn Smart You Write Something, where you tell me to write a song about a thing, I write the song about the thing, and then I perform it here. So it all kind of rolls out nicely. Patreon.com/theadequate. The archives, my friends, live over here at Facebook.com and Twitch.tv/TobiasTheAdequate and at YouTube.com/MPLEGARE. The Troubadork playlist on YouTube is a day or two behind. Sometimes it's a week behind, but at this point in the pandemic, I think we all have a pretty week behind. SoundCloud.com has a lot of stuff that I can't do live because it involves mixing or multiple harmonies or stuff like that. So check out Business Goose, the 4-part harmony a cappella of Reaver Johnny Reaver, the song known as Ham, and a bunch of other stuff on SoundCloud. Ask Philo has one more episode, and it drops tomorrow morning at 1 a.m., episode 13. At anchor.fm/theadequate or wherever the Adequate podcast is available, and that includes Spotify. I am probably going to go back in there and I am going to archive some stuff, and so that way we'll keep like Thrash Crankshaft, PI, and the Ask Philo stuff, and we'll see if we roll some other things out here and there. I don't know. I'll take a look and see if anybody's actually listened to any of the old stuff, which is now well over 2 years old. I've been doing podcasting off and on for about 2 years, and I've made about $13 in ad revenue. That's right. I'm living the dream. You could too. Speaking of dreams, oh my god, Thud Bucket drops on the 20th. Thud Bucket, death metal you can laugh at. That's correct. Myself and Ron Dorn of Absolute Darkness made an album, which started out as him calling my bluff on something. Like you do. We have one video up on YouTube, which is Ominous Positivity, where Thudbucket wants you to feel good about yourself, or else. And the album itself will drop on the 20th. We are in pre-release on CD Baby, Amazon Music, Apple Music, and all over the darn place. We even have merch. You can check us out on Facebook at Thudbucket. And YouTube is also listed under Thudbucket. We don't have a fancy login for either of those. I will try and see if we can get that happen, but it's not like we're trying this. Yes, dun dun, thrash crankshaft, PI, dun dun. The dun dun is the thing everybody remembers about it. Thud Bucket, though, on the 20th. It should be interesting. It should be a hoot. It's been a hoot so far. The adventure continues. That's it. It is the Thursday before Christmas Eve. 1 week from today is Christmas Eve. I do not have to work the day job on Christmas Eve, and I don't have to work Christmas Day. And Amy has to work Christmas Eve, but she doesn't have to work Christmas Day. But we are seriously considering, I am seriously considering doing an extra large, super McLarge, huge show on Christmas Eve. Maybe around 5 o'clock instead of 4:30, because more people seem to be available at that point. I don't know. Maybe going for an hour or so. Maybe containing the one Christmas song I have written, entitled Aggro Santa. What does Aggro Santa involve? I'll just tell you this. Part of the chorus is, I got punched in the face by Santa. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes and as it goes. So that for me, that's enough out of me for this week, I think. Thank y'all again. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Y'all have been wonderful. I have been Tobias the Adequate, and I thank you for encouraging my behavior, and I will see you guys